What is up, besties? Today we're going to be unboxing the Master Sol Legacy Lightsaber from Star Wars The Acolyte that released May the 4th, 2025. This lightsaber was wielded by Master Sol and eventually Osha Anisea, his fallen apprentice, who bled the crystal prior to killing him and falling to the dark side. So the cool thing about this lightsaber is that it's a color changing saber. It can go between either red or blue, depending on what you prefer. And on top of that, it's just a really cool design. One of the things that kind of sold it for me was it has a lot of nice weathering on it that I thought was really unique that I haven't seen in the majority of the legacy lightsabers from Disney. And on top of that, it's got an emitter design that I really gravitate towards, kind of like a shorter version of Cal Kestis' lightsaber. So, you know, it's right up my alley. So I decided to go ahead and buy it because not only do I like the design and I like the weathering, but I liked the Acolyte and I wanted to make sure Disney knew. The display case for this lightsaber comes in the older hard plastic cases, and if you look, it's got the old Jedi Order symbol on the front, which I really think is a nice touch. I love how they customize the kind of lock button to match whoever's lightsaber it is. Honestly, I prefer to the new cardboard one. I don't know, this one just feels like they spent more time making it and put more detail into it in comparison to the newer ones. So here is Master Sol's hilt. I think it looks very similar to the one in the show, which is great. We've got some metal here, got some plastic pieces in here. We've got the clip here and then the belt clip thing here. It's definitely weathered, which I appreciate. You see it's got kind of scuff marks on it. It looks weathered and worn, which, like I said, was one of the main selling points about this lightsaber. I also brought up that I really like this emitter. So as you can see, it's got like the heat wearing on the top as well, where it kind of fades from that yellow to purple. And I really enjoyed that, though I do think it looks better online in the pictures than it does in person. So with this saber, as I mentioned, it can change from between a red blade and a blue blade. So we're going to put a blade in and check out the colors. Ooh, that was angry. Okay, so the red color sounds very angry when it turns on, which I kind of love. Let's see if the blue sounds the same. It sounds different. So here's the red. And now here's the blue. Interesting. So I really like that, and honestly, it's kind of hard to explain, but I feel like the red color has more of a buzz to it, which makes sense because it's a bled crystal, so the crystal is not in harmony with the Force, it's literally bleeding, whereas the blue doesn't sound as buzzy, it sounds more stable. Speaking of, one of the things that I wish they did with this hilt in the finale of the Acolyte, the crystal of the saber gets exposed, and I really loved the way that looked, and that's how she bleeds the crystal. I think she might even be touching it. So I kind of wish that with this saber they did maybe one side that was not exposed, it wasn't cracked or anything, it looked normal, and then they had like a cracked side, especially since this hilt has the ability to change between the red and blue. And we know with like the Maul Shadow Collective / Ventress's Refocused lightsaber, that one doesn't have an exposed crystal, but they did add in like a cage and a crystal inside that does light up. So they have the ability to do things like this. Honestly, I might have preferred if they did one or the other for Sol's hilt. I might have preferred the cracked hilt with the exposed crystal over the regular one, but that's because I'd rather have that option than not. But like I said, I do really like this hilt. So I'm gonna attempt to swing it around a little bit in my tiny room so we can see how reactive it is. It's not super heavy either. I feel like this is actually like a balanced weight for a lightsaber hilt. Some of them are super heavy, some of them are super light. This one feels really comfortable in my hand. Alright, so all in all with this lightsaber hilt, I do think it's a great hilt. And like I said, I love that it's got a little bit more detail with the weathering than most of the other legacy lightsabers. So I would definitely get it. especially if you like the Acolyte. I mean, this is the only Acolyte lightsaber hilt that we have. And speaking of, what other lightsaber hilts from the Acolyte would you like to see come out at Galaxy's Edge? I feel like the Strangers is a given, and I'd love to see them do the split saber ability, where it's the 2-in-1. I think that'd be really cool, but it'd probably also be very expensive. And then maybe also Vernestra Rose lightsaber. The cool thing about her lightsaber is that it's also a light whip. So that would be something new that Disney could come up with. While the design's not as exciting, the hilt itself, the ability for it to have a regular blade or a whip blade, I think that would just like great marketing right there. People would really buy that saber and buy it up. So other than that, the Acolyte had really cool concept art for their lightsaber hilts. I think it'd be cool if they maybe took one of those designs, and if they don't repurpose it for something else, maybe make one of those and put it at Galaxy's Edge. I think that would be so cool, because if you haven't seen them, definitely look them up. They're so cool, so different than anything we've seen, so unique, and honestly really pretty. Some of them are really rough and raw looking, but then some of them are really regal looking at the same time. It's really cool. You should check it out. So the Master Sol Lightsaber Hilt is available currently at Galaxy's Edge, as well as online at disneystore.com, and it retails for $159.99. I think this is a great buy, and I hope we get to see more of the Acolyte sabers brought into the Legacy Lightsaber line. And in general, like, show your support for the Acolyte as a series. I am very pro renew the Acolyte. We deserve a season 2. It was canceled prematurely, and it was canceled for ridiculous reasons, especially with the outpouring of love that we've seen since the cancellation for the series. I mean, I think it's worth bringing back. And if anything, you know, the actors, the people that worked on it, they deserve better. So let me know if you plan on getting the Master Sol lightsaber and what other lightsaber hilts you'd like to see brought into Galaxy's Edge. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on social media at ScottyHolidaySW and my podcast at WayseekersPod. May the Force be with you always.